Good evening, Carroll University Esports fans. My name is Jake Lasky, aka Lasker Do. I'm over here on the left side of the screen because I gotta be able to control the controls. But I am here. Hi. And it is going to be a wonderful day of Carroll University Overwatch 2 gameplay. We're heading into Busan. The bands are Farah and Ana. We're against UW-Stout JV here. And here we are on Busan. Let's see what Carroll has in store for us. They've got the Robo Donut, Klein Saucer, MJL, Unseen Wolf, and Moo in today. Let's see how they do against this UW-Stout lineup. 10 seconds on the clock. Ready to go in, fighting, swinging here. Carroll 3-4 right now, looking to try to even out that record. UW-Stout JV going to be a difficult team to go ahead and play against. We're going to see them bring out the Ramatra to start here. They're going to bring out looks like the bans were not put into the system here, so we might have to do a little reset.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Little reset here. We will get the bans, of course. It's gonna be a rainy time, Busan, this time. It looks like we're on the wrong map. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties here, folks. They will figure it out. I'm not too worried. Looks like we're gonna go ahead and reset once again. Hopefully get the right map and get. Oh no, it's going to be the third map this time.
Initiating match.
Farah should be banned now. Farah as well as Ana, 2 bans. Kinda gotta whip this mouse around in order to get anywhere. It's very sticky. The controls in the spectator option. It's going to be the double ram, both sides, but it's going to be Cass and Reaper versus May and Sojourn here. Same support lineup, just different. Same support and tank lineup, just different DPSs here. Let's see who has more impact in this game.
Got a good cigar and a big iron in my head. What more does a man need? Maybe something to drink. How's that for maybe when the hell freezes?
Here we go, folks. Heading into the game now. Let's go ahead and watch as Carroll University leaves their spawn to fight UW-Stout JV. Heading over to the right side here, looking for a fight by the drum, as is customary. Robodonut is walled off here, but a lot of damage being pushed into Odin here. Both Nemesis forms are popped. Looking on the left side and the right side, trying to find some sort of damage. Walls are going up as well as the Vortex is going down. So no picks quite yet. Fine Saucer staying in the back here, trying to click some heads. MJL has been pushed through by the wall. His support's looking around the right side. Robodonut is going to be the first to fall. May, no ice block here. They're going to call that out. They're going to go ahead and find the May. MJL pushing through here, taking a lot of damage. He's going to go ahead and fall next to the Sojourn. Unseen Wolf on that Juno, trying to keep his rest of his team healed up, but it's not going to be enough as he falls as well. Klein Saucer trying to back out here, getting healed up by Moo. They're going to go ahead and drop out the window here. They're going to get slowed up. Already going to be a popped ult here from Klein. He's going to go ahead and drop it. He does find Koopa Queen, but he falls as well. So does Moo. It's going to be definitely first point over to our opponents here, but Odin getting mighty low. They are going to find him. MJL finds 2. 23%, only the amount that Stout is able to get, and Carroll going to go ahead and flip the point off the back of a very scrappy fight. 25% is the total that they end up on. 23% was just what I saw last. My apologies. Annihilation online for Odin here. Robodonut only about 4% behind. Walls coming up. Over the top, going to throw that Vortex. Annihilation a possibility here, but Kitsune Rush is going to go out first and foremost to go ahead and make sure those punches are coming out nice and fast. Lots of head dinks coming out from Moo as well. That Kitsune Rush is going to scare all of UW-Stout around to the main area, and Moo is going to go ahead and find Nano here. They have less healing now, and Drona is going to drop as well. MJL creeping around the left side, breaking some pots, Legend of Zelda style. 2 down here. Carroll has taken 2 out of UW-Stout. That's going to be a full reset from them. But they've got 5 ults to work with. Let's see how they go ahead and use those coming up here. Orbital Laser as well as Annihilation available here for Carroll University. They're looking along the left side as Odin pushes in here. Tsune Rush is going to be what's dropped first. Annihilation from Robodonut to try and even it up. Finds one, but that's it. Able to get a hinder onto one. Find Koopa Queen. Moo is going to drop, though, to Frostbite. Fine is trying to make something happen here. MJL on point. Fine wrapped all the way around. Has the Deadeye. Not going to be able to make much use of his life on point because the point has already been flipped. That is a big stagger. Klein is going to have to wait. The team is going to have to wait for Klein to go ahead and reset here. But they have now 3 ults to work with. 3 ults were used on the side of UW-Stout. Let's see how Carroll is able to use them here. Waiting for that Orbital Ray to be the first one to be used to go ahead and set Carroll up for some big damage and big healing. Let's see how Unseen Wolf uses this here. There it is. He's going to go ahead and drop it out. Klein already has a second ult here. Satellite vectors are matched from both teams. Deadeye being popped here. Being held for a long time. Probably has that perk. But finds Nano. The Juno goes down. And Carroll is now up 1. Koopa Queen mighty low there. So is Drona. So is Frostbite. Moo going to be the one to find the Mei there. They're pushing into Odin now. Trying to take him out. He's in the Nemesis form. And Robo Donut's arms are bigger. Gonna go ahead and take him out.
Like mending a shadow.
Using those big old biceps of the Nemesis form.
Greetings. Hello.
Carroll University on point right now with a Death Blossom as well as the Kitsune Rush. Looking for maybe a cheeky little play out of MJL here. Waiting for his opponents to drop. Kitsune Rush coming out. It's going to be a overclock as well from the Sojourn. There's the ult. The Ice Block trying to counter it. Odin taking a lot of damage, though. He's going to fall. Koopa Queen. But they are not able to touch. They're not able to touch. They're pushed off. And Carroll University takes the first point.
Score 1-0.
Carroll University doing an excellent job
Ready for battle.
rotating those ults so that they always have an ult to start the fight with. Robo Donut threatening to play that Doomfist here. He's going to be, I'm sure, forced back onto
Oh, we're in the thick of it now.
onto the Ramatra.
Sit down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Carroll University looking to clinch this map here with second point. Speed Ring coming out to try to get Carroll to point faster, but I think they're going to match the tempo of their opponents here. Got one walled off here. Going to have to bring the power block out. Poke in here. Both Nemesis forms are popped, but Odin is getting mighty low. He gets slowed down by the Vortex. He does get cleansed, but Drona is going to take a lot of damage as well. Control here is in the pocket of our opponents, but Klein with a Fan the Hammer to find the Sojourn. That's going to be it for the Sojourn. Breaking the wall, try to heal up Robodona here. Robodona taking a lot of damage. Speed Ring to go ahead and force the team in. They're pushing into Odin now. Odin is taking a lot of damage. Point is open and no one has even threatened to touch it. But now someone has stepped onto point to go ahead and take it. Klein Saucer with another one, a headshot to go ahead and take out the second DPS. And we're healing everybody up, but MJL is not going to get enough of that healing and is going to fall. Odin is going to go ahead and find that pick here, but they're forced back into the choke point. Odin is going to take some points from the orbs here. There's a dead body for you. Make sure you can see that. Got a Deadeye here to go ahead and maybe do a lot, but the wall is going to make it very difficult. Koopa Queen has switched over to the Wraithing Reaper and is not able to. And Klein is not able to find any kills there. Robodona as well as Odin are going to fall, but that's another one for Moo. Moo's going to find a headshot there and go ahead and drop Drona. Mei is no longer in the fight. Koopa Queen going to fall as well. Do another headshot from the Klein Saucer himself. Klein doing an excellent job here. Already built up a Deadeye. Unseen Wolf and Moo have both support ulties for Carroll. Robodonut has the Annihilation, and that is going to be matched by 3 ults on the opponent's side. But MJL definitely ahead on that. Death Blossom started off on that Reaper, whereas Koopa Queen had to do the switch, but it's done an excellent job of matching that tempo and evening up that damage. Lots of damage coming out here, but the Kitsune Rush coming out from Frostbite is going to push away a lot of Carroll. It's going to be a Kitsune Rush match from Moo, and it's going to be Annihilations matched as well. Frozen Blizzard comes out. Robodonut taking a lot of damage, but Drona and Odin are both going to fall. Robodonut now out of the Nemesis form. He's going to have to just use the little nanobots to try to do damage, but Klein Saucer's cleaning everything up. He's not even going to let Robodonut get damage in. Klein Saucer already on the back of another Deadeye here. Drona Fried has switched over to the Genji. They're searching for that Genji. They heard that Genji, but the Genji is back with his team now. Carroll University with 2 ults, our opponents with 1. Carroll University in last fight territory, looking to make something happen. Looking for an orbital ray here from Unseen Wolf to go ahead and open up this fight, and as well as a Death Blossom from MJL. Got to make something happen if they're going to want to take this point here. Going to match the orbital rays. Klein Saucer going to go ahead and drop the Deadeye. He's looking for a pick. Is he going to find one? The Reapers and Wraith, that's not going to be him. No, it is! He's going to find Koopa Queen and Odin, and that's 2 10-player kill streak for the closer. MJL finds 1, also pops the ult in the meantime, and that's a full team kill. Carroll University wins Busan.
Defeat.
Let's go ahead and see your play of the game here on Busan. It's going to be the Klein Saucer on the Cassidy. It's that ending Deadeye here where he's able to find 2. Get some nice shots onto the Kiriko as well. Let's go ahead and head back to the desk where we can talk about what we just saw. What an excellent map from Carroll University. They've been struggling in the last couple of games, but this game they're really able to show how they shine. They're on those comfortable heroes. They're on that Cass. They're on that Reaper. They're on that Ramatra. They're on everything that they find very comfortable. We're going to be switching over to Coliseum here, which is going to be a difficult map for Carroll to really show their stuff because push is generally a hard game mode for them. But I'd like to see them do the exact same thing they did on this last map and really rotate those ultimates, really make sure that they can be clicking those heads, taking off angles when they need to, making sure their DPS are looking at different people at different times or at the same time when they need to. It depends on the situation, of course, folks. But Carroll University able to take those off angles when they need to and really focus down on one hero and take them out also when they need to. Carroll University looking excellent here today. I hope that it continues here on Coliseum. We're waiting for some bans from both teams. Let's see what they go ahead and bring out today. Farah and Ana are off the table, of course. We're not able to see bans on this map from them this time, but that is definitely going to be a field day if Klein Saucer wants to play the Fire here. They're going to go ahead and ban him out of the Cass here. No Cass allowed. Maybe they will also be matching the Farah. I'm not sure, but the ban is going to be Cass. Let's see what the ban is from Carroll University. I'd like to see a Ramatra ban and a switch onto something else. Maybe make them even more uncomfortable for our opponents. Klein Saucer says it's low noon. It is no longer high noon. I think a Ramatra ban might hamper them a little bit, so they might not want to go with that. Instead, they might want to stick. They definitely don't want to go with that Reaper ban. Maybe the Genji ban just to be safe, so they don't have to worry about a Genji. Genji can be very frustrating. I know that Drona Fried plays that Genji and it seems to be pretty comfortable on it. Might be smart just to take that Genji off the map here. Juno going to be the ban here. Going to force Unseen Wolf most likely onto that Ana pick. Ana Kiriko probably. What we're going to see here out of Carroll University, if I had to guess, could see the Mauga here. Could see the Mauga. I definitely would be happy with the Mauga here. Apologize for my heavy breathing, folks. My nose has been all stuffed up, making it very difficult to breathe normally. Kind of trying to push that gunk out of my nose somehow, but it's been very difficult. So not that anybody really needs to hear about the gunk in my nose, but I wanted you guys to know what you were dealing with when you hear me heavy breathing like that. Looks like the teams are readying up. We are heading into Coliseum here. Let's go ahead and ready up and see what kind of gameplay we're going to have here on Coliseo. Carroll University up 1-0 against UW-Stout JV. Let's see what kind of magic Carroll can make happen here on the push map. We know that push maps can be difficult for them. I'd like to see them really just rotate those ultimates, take those off angles when they need to, fight as a brawly team if they're going to play that Ramatra again. I love the way that they play their brawl. I think their brawl is excellent. I don't really want to see them switch off that if they don't have to. If Ramatra was ever banned, honestly, just switching on to the Zarya to brawl that way would be perfectly fine too. Maybe even playing the Mauga, not sure what they want to do. Not sure what Robo Donut is going to go ahead and take out off of the bench here. But let's see. We will know in the next second. It's going to be the Orisa Odin actually on the hamster here. It's going to be a full dive comp out of our opponents here. So Carroll University really needs to stick together to go ahead and make sure that they aren't, and nobody is getting jumped on, especially Unseen Wolf. He's going to be a sitting duck here for this dive comp. The hack from the Sombra, the dive from the Tracer, the pile driver from Odin, Moo switching over to that Lucio just to give everyone a little bit of a speed boost, and then is going to go up into the sky with the Klein Saucer here. They're looking for some easy picks onto some of those lower HP heroes. They know now about the full dive. They should be calling that out now and should be making sure that their Ana is in a safe place and is comfortable and is set up with a little cup of tea so that she can only worry about healing Odin. We're going to go ahead and kill MJL immediately. MJL on that Sojourn, not exactly a pick that I'm used to seeing him play, but we will see if it sticks after this first fight. Unseen Wolf is going to fall to the Lucio. Pine cannot seem to connect these rockets onto anybody. Everyone is just so slippery and wily here. Robo Donut even struggling a little bit, taking a lot of damage. They might have to switch up the comp completely here after seeing what has transpired here already. 7 meters and counting here for our opponents. Let's go and see how Carroll University responds to this full dive comp from their opponents. Odin taking a lot of damage here. Unseen Wolf might have to just stick close to his tank here, which is a little bit weird to think about for an Ana. You usually want them farther in the back, but it might be better off to go ahead and do that just to go ahead and make sure that he stays safe. But that's going to be 2 more picks from the DPS line of UW-Stout. That's a 3rd pick from the DPS line. They're just having a field day here with this brawl comp. MJL switching over to the Reaper. Odin now in Carroll University spawn. Not really having to worry about much damage being taken. Fine Saucer only 63% to that ultimate. Looks like he's going to go ahead and do a little switch here. Carroll University realizing that they need to find something a little different. It's going to be a Sombra here. Koopa Queen going to fall to Robo Donut. Carroll University might finally have some footing in this map. Klein Saucer over to that Sombra, looking to hack some health packs, looking to maybe take this ball off the map. Finds the Lucio, looking for the kill here. Gets the damage, able to find it. The bot is being pushed back. MJL is in control of it. Robo Donut staying on that Orisa. Both supports have ultis here for Carroll. But Moo gonna fall to Koopa Queen. Robo Donut rotating those cooldowns, trying to make sure that he's always got something up to keep his team up, but he's just not able to soak up enough damage because he is not the target here. His supports are the target as well as his more immobile characters. Carroll University might need to switch off this Ana if they want any hope of surviving here. MJL is going to find Koopa Queen, but Moo is going to be the last remaining member of Carroll University. They do get about 17 meters here, but that's not enough to go and even up the amount. I'm sure they are not happy with that. I'm sure they want more, but now ultimates are building up, and Carroll looking to maybe win some fights here off the back of some of these ultimates that they were rotating so well in the last map. Hack on to Odin here. Kitsune Rush. Thrown out here from Moo, but she is going to get dropped by the Pulse Bomb. Also going to get the mines from Odin here. Dronafry going to fall off the map, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think they've already got this fight in the bag. The mini has been taken there, and so Carroll is not able to, MJL is not able to take that. It's going to be a nano here. Looked like it was onto Robo Donut. A lot of ultimates being expended here for what is a losing fight. It's going to be another ultimate from Carroll, but they're not able to find any kills. Might be a switch here. That might be what we're looking at. That might be the reason for the used ult. But honestly, if he's going to stay on the Orisa, I would not have used that ult. I don't think that was the time to do it. Kleinsasser has the EMP here. He might be looking to use it as well, but I would like to see that saved. MJL also has that ultimate, has a death blossom, going to be an EMP, but it's going to be a beat because he wasn't caught in it. Kleinsasser going to fall as well. MJL has the death blossom, but he's not in a position to use it. Carroll University is falling apart here on Colosseo. A big hack onto MJL, but he's going to have the time to go ahead and Wraith out. Unseen Wolf here is the lone support as Moo falls to a melee from Dronafried. Frostbite is going to get purpled, but it's not going to matter. Unseen Wolf is being absolutely harried by the dive heroes here. Kleinsasser going ahead and leaving here after just getting back from spawn. Gonna go ahead and leave as quickly as he arrived. Luckily, they are able to stop a lot of point from being pushed. The point is now being pushed now is the first time in about a minute, I'd say. Unseen Wolf onto the Brigitte now to go ahead and counter this dive. I like that switch. I would have liked to see it a little bit sooner. Robo Donut on the hog, finds the pick with the pig pen, and that's going to start something here for Carroll. I can feel it, but it's going to be an EMP. Maybe I spoke a little too soon. It's a lot of damage. There's a pulse bomb coming out, but it doesn't stick to anybody. Trying to find Odin here. Going to hack the health pack, but Kleinsasser is in a dangerous spot. There's the mines coming out as well, and Robodonan falls. MJL still has this death blossom, but he hasn't been in a position to use it at all. He's going to fall as well. Kitsune Rush comes out, but there's nobody to find any value from it. Carroll University again falling apart here. Frostbite is going to fall to Moo, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Moo is not able to single-handedly turn this fight, and she is going to be sent back to spawn. This push bot is now pushing quite strongly towards Carroll University spawn as MJL holds on for another fight to use this death blossom. Robodonut onto this hog, but that hack is so powerful against him. He's going to get some healing from the canister, but is it going to be enough to win Carroll a fight? Between taking a lot of damage from shotguns, but it's going to be able to just duck behind the bot and not have to worry about it. Kleinsasser also falling pretty low. Unseen Wolf trying to keep up with those swings, and Moo trying to use those cards to go ahead and keep everybody up. They are able to stabilize and take back the bot, but not before UW-Stout gets 119.5 meters here. Are going to go ahead and drop a pulse bomb here. We make Kitsune Rush from our opponents. No Kitsune Rush to go ahead and counter it. She's already built up 89%. She might be able to go ahead and make something happen here soon. It's going to be a rally to try to keep everyone, but MJL is still going to fall. Kleinsasser is going to find Odin here, and they're looking for a pick, but they're so scattered. They don't know who to go for. But Unseen Wolf is going to find one, and Robodon is going to find another. It might not matter if they're scattered, if they're able to find these picks. Carroll University, for the first time since that second fight, able to find control of the bot here. Will they be able to get any push on it, or will Odin get back in time to go ahead and prevent that push? They're going to go ahead and take the middle point here and get about to where the bot is going to start pushing. Before Odin touches, there is the ultimate from the hamster to go ahead and drop mines all over the point. Frostbite fighting with Kleinsasser. Kleinsasser going to be the ultimate winner there, but Moo is going to fall as well. No Kirikos on either side. Robodona getting mighty low, has the whole hog if he wants to use it. He's looking for something to make happen, but Unseen Wolf is going to fall as well. No healing from Carroll University. They're just going to go ahead and die because that's all they can do. Carroll University is in such a bad position here. They are able to just about double the amount of push that they get, but now MJL is dying on point to try to get a little bit more push. Carroll University trading the bot over once again. They're not comfortable on this anti-dive. Brigitte in a dangerous spot now. Might have pushed a little bit too far. Pulse bomb onto the shield. Gonna get blocked up. Robodonut to the rescue to try and save is Brigitte, but it's not gonna be enough. Gonna be a hack onto Robodonut as well. Here's the whole hog trying to make something happen, but he does not have any targets because they're all too fast. They're teleporting away in front of his eyes. Kleinsasser now onto the Torbjorn. What an excellent anti-dive character, but now they're only a minute and 40 left on the clock. Is it going to be enough? They're going to have to win a lot of fights here if they're going to want to make something happen. They're going to have to win a lot of fights, not just a lot of fights in general, but a lot of fights in a row. MJL still on that Reaper here, building up that Death Blossom. I'd like to see him use it sooner rather than later. Comes the hamster once again to go ahead and pile drive in. Be a Death Blossom on the horizon here for MJL. Trying to take a lot of his aggression out on the hamster here. Doing a lot of damage. They are going to get the kill. It's going to be the beat, but it's going to be a little late. Going to be a hack on the Klein Saucer here, dealing a lot of damage from the Sombra. Trying to get healed up from the swings from the Brigitte, but he doesn't have a lot of targets to go ahead and focus on here. Moo is in danger as well. Might have to even just pop the rally, but no, it's going to be too late. That's not going to matter. Carroll just trying to push this bot as far as possible before they all have to die. Koopa Queen going to find 2 there. The rally's still available for Carroll University, but now is not the time to use it. I'd like to definitely see him save it here, and that is exactly what he's going to do. And it is just Robo Donut left on point. He's going to go ahead and die here. And the robot is going to go ahead and send itself back towards Carroll University spawn here. Looking for this ball on the right side here. Overtime is about to trigger here. Carroll University has control of the bot. They have the rally, they have the Consuming Rush, they have the Death Blossom. They're going to need to use these ults very strategically if they're going to want to somehow pull this one out, folks. They're going to have to use those ults very strategically. Big hook onto the Wrecking Ball. They're not able to find the kill, but they are able to displace him for a moment. It's going to be a big EMP. Moo is going to be found, but not before she's able to drop the ult. But now both supports are down for Carroll University, as well as the Klein Saucer. MJL has the ult. He might as well just pop it now. He's the only one left. He's trying to survive, but he's not going to be able to. Carroll University is going to lose the push map here. Let's go ahead and see your play of the game here for Coliseo. It's going to be Dronafried on the Tracer. There it is, folks. Your play of the game on the Tracer. Carroll University looking like a completely different team here in the second map. Push, of course, not their strongest map type, but I'd like to see them really work on this anti-dive. This dive is something that they've continuously struggled with throughout the season, and instead of switching to something that would stick together, maybe something more brawly that could just death ball all together on a one target, they're still playing this very scattered comp. Instead of switching to a Ramatra or a Zarya to bubble off some, to keep some safety onto members of Carroll University, especially that support line, we're switching to the Hog. We are eventually getting the switch to we're eventually getting that switch to the Torbjorn, but it's too little too late, and Carroll University isn't able to stabilize and get their footing in a place where they can successfully win the push map. I'd like to see, honestly, if they just played Mei, Torbjorn, Ramatra, or Zarya, and then like Brigitte, and they couldn't play Juno there, but if they just Brigitte, Kiriko, they could really just stick all together, and then they wouldn't have to worry about anyone getting dove on because no one would be out of place. So Carroll University is going to take hopefully be taking a little bit of a different strategy here on King's Row. As we switch to that, we are going to be seeing a ban on the Lucio for Carroll University. No Lucio allowed anymore on this map, so it's going to hamper the dive a little bit, as Carroll is not going to have to worry about that speed into their backline. Let's see what the ban is from our opponents. Carroll University has banned Lucio. What will our opponents ban? King's Row here, folks. Carroll University has their ban in. What will our opponents ban? Ramatra going to be the ban here for the Blue Devils. They decide to take Ramatra, and so that is going to hamper the brawl a little bit. But Carroll might be able to come up with a little bit of a different idea here. Let's go ahead and head into the third map here. It's 1-1 here, folks. Kings Row is going to be the third map. Carroll University looking to take the lead once again here on Kings Row. Well, I cannot make it into this. What is happening? What is happening? I couldn't make it in that window. I'm sorry, folks. I'm a disgrace. Carroll University Robo Donut on the Reinhardt is the option here. They're on the defense to start. Klein Saucer on the May. MJL on the Reaper.
Going on in Egypt? It sounds serious.
It's going to be Anna and Kiriko, as well as Klein Saucer switches over to the Sojourn.
I trust you are doing what is right.
As opposed to their opponents, Odin is going to be on. Oh no, he's going to switch to the. They're going to switch to the Rhine as well. Koopa Queen on the Pharah, Dronafried on the Genji, and we've got Juno and Kiriko for them. Both fire strikes used here. Trying to get a little bit of poke damage. Build up that shatter, very valuable. Klein Saucer watching this angle, looking for this Genji here. Gonna be the deflect out. Klein Saucer getting pretty low here. Donut as well, also getting low. Purple on the Reinhardt. But Moo takes a direct shot. Unseen Wolf does as well. Koopa Queen on an absolute tear. Able to find 3. MJL able to find Koopa Queen in the midst of it, but that's going to be a full team kill for UW-Stout.
What's next?
Robo Donuts sticking with this Reinhardt here, taking the Reinhardt duel, a respectable duel. Carroll University drops point 1 here. Robo Donut having a little difficulty in this streets phase. They're just sort of poking around the corner. They're getting a lot of distance here on this cart without being contested because Odin has already taken a lot of this point. Robo Donut getting pretty low here. It's going to be Moo with the Kitsune Rush right away to try to go ahead and get some space here for Carroll. Robo Donut still looking for the poke. Gonna be the Nano on a Ryan. Big pin. They get the purple. Odin is gonna fall here. I'd like to see him save the Shatter. They have the Rhine. They have no need to push any further. They used both support ultis, but they were able to win the fight. Reinhardt, purple once again, just gonna wait out the time. Looking for an ult here. Gonna get dropped by the Klein Saucer. Shatter from Odin. Gonna get blocked as well. Doesn't look like anybody fell. Odin falls as well, or Odin sleeps as well. Nano the Mercy gonna fall as well on that Juno. Carroll University goes ahead and uses the overclock. And they are gonna go ahead and find the fight here. Second fight here on the streets phase. Able to rotate these ults very well once again. Genji on the left side looking for these supports here. Gonna be Kitsune Rush, but it's gonna be a shatter in the midst of it. Pin onto the Reinhardt, but it's a Dragon Blade to go ahead and find Klein Saucer and Unseen Wolf, as well as MJL. It's a huge Dragon Blade, able to find 3. Carroll University looked like they had that fight off the back of that shatter. They also used the Kitsune Rush.
We've got this.
But it's going to be the Dragon Blade that ends up winning the day there for UW-Stout. Carroll University should get another touch here. They also have the Death Blossom to play with as well. A Satellite Vector from the opposing Juno. Looking for an ult here, but it's too late now. They need to use those. Oh, they use it though! Okay, but it's only going to find 1, unfortunately. Ooh, going to try to fall on point just to stall some time. Another team kill here from UW-Stout. UW-Stout has now found their rhythm, and Carroll University has yet to stop it. Going to be a switch onto the Orisa here for Robo Donut. Klein onto that soldier. More consistent hit scan damage. Cooper Queen looking for an ultimate here. I can smell it.
Everyone, heal up.
Just some posturing for position here, some poking. Gonna be a canceled ultimate from Odin. Koopa Queen also gonna ult as well. Unseen Wolf is gonna fall. But Klein Saucer finds Koopa Queen, and Klein Saucer also finds Drona Fried. Robodona getting mighty low here, getting healed up by his supports. Gonna take the Suzu to go ahead and give him a little bit of immortality time. Carroll University able to burn 2 ultimates there and not use any of their own. But MJL gonna fall to the boop. Carroll University now on the back foot for this next fight. Kitsune Rush here. Moo able to find Frostbite. Lots of damage coming out as well from the Orisa. Gonna be Klein Saucer falling to the dash through from Drona Fried on the Genji. Gonna be a nano boost out of the Orisa, but he's gonna get pinned. Odin was purple, but they weren't able to capitalize it now. Robodonut in a dangerous spot, but Unseen Wolf finds a kill, but then gets booped. Robodonut still alive here, as well as Klein Saucer, MJL, and Moo. They're able to go ahead and stabilize the fight as they lose their Ana. Kitsune Rush from our opponents now. Gonna be a Dragon Blade as well. Gonna be a TP out, but Unseen Wolf not gonna be as lucky. Klein Saucer also gonna fall to the Dragon Blade. Many members of Carroll University falling now. Now it is another team kill, and Carroll University has to touch this point before it gets to the end. 125 in the time bank right now. Carroll does not want to go ahead and lose on that. They want to make sure that they drain this time as much as possible. There is a Terra Surge available for Carroll University, but he's going to have to touch. He's only got 0.38 meters. He makes it. Klein Saucer finds Drona Fried, and there's the Terra Surge from, there's 2 from Robodonut, but it's going to be Odin with the double fire strike on both supports from Carroll University. Now it's only Robodonut on point, and he's trying to use his health pool to go ahead and take this time off as much as possible. He gets a little over health, and he's got 5 health remaining. He's going to fall. Is anyone from Carroll University able to touch? No. Carroll University ultimately falls to a double kill from a fire strike. This cannot be happening.
0-3. Switching sides. Initiating.
Carroll University still not looking like they looked in map 1 there. Still having some difficulties playing these points, getting these picks. This time it's not the dive that's giving them trouble. It's the opposing positioning that's giving them trouble. They're taking a lot of picks from UW-Stout is getting a lot of picks from Pharah, from Genji, from out-of-place positioning from Carroll University. They need to play tighter together. They need to make sure that they're ready for these dive characters or these poke characters that do so much damage. They can't be getting caught out like this. Klein Saucer gonna opt for the Bastion. I don't know if I like that because they know they're going to be into the Pharah once again, and they don't have consistent hit scan damage. They have the the Echo up in the sky, but they really need Klein Saucer on. They really need Klein Saucer on that hit scan. Unseen Wolf threatening to play the Life Weaver, deciding not to. Of course, that was just a troll.
Or her appetite for dumplings at dinner.
5, 4,
Gonna be a little dance here
3, 2,
from the Bastion, just to show us that he's serious.
incoming. Defend objective A.
Enemy target located.
We have bomb to high ground, lots of damage onto Klein Saucer here. He's gonna go into assault mode, trying to find a pick here, especially into the shield of this Reinhardt. University able to take some space here. Robodona has a nice corner to play with here. Stepping on points, try and get some percentage here, but no picks have been found yet on either side. A double purple onto the Genji as well as the Reinhardt. They're not able to capitalize, and the Suzu will come out. Robodona pushes in. Reinhardt catches a javelin. Purple on a Robodona, that might spell danger. He's gonna have to back out a little bit. They're gonna find Koopa Queen. Klein Saucer, the one to ultimately find that pick. They're playing in the hotel now. Moo gonna go ahead and pop the Valkyrie here just to ensure that her team gets this point, has enough healing, has enough damage to go ahead and collect it. Gonna be a step back on point here, and a purple onto the Orisa. Klein Saucer is gonna fall. Genji dashing through, trying to find Unseen Wolf on the Ana. Gonna fall to Koopa Queen. Robodona gonna find the opposing Ana, but is it gonna be enough? Odin getting mighty low in the half range point so that beam is going to do extra damage. They are able to find it. Is Carroll somehow able to win this point? Drona Fried using the deflect here. MJL does turn purple, taking a lot of damage here from Drona Fried. Drona Fried might be able to turn it. No, Koopa Queen is going to fall as well, and Carroll University somehow miraculously gets that point.
Spot the payload.
It did not look promising there as members of Carroll University were falling first and foremost, but they were able to turn it off of the use of some very good abilities. Carroll University now pushing into the streets phase here. Going to be a purple onto two members of Carroll. Not going to matter at this distance. Going to be a Terra Surge from Robodona. Might have been a misclick. Sigma is the switch now for Odin. Does go ahead and capture the javelin there. Purple. Big Kitsune rush here from our opponents. Going to be a Dragon Blade as well. Going to be a lot of damage coming out that way. MJL has the dupe. Going to go ahead and save that. Actually, he's not going to get a chance to use it. Unseen Wolf trying to make his way out with the help of Moo.
Is that it? Correct choice.
Robodona chooses to switch over to that Zarya here. Klein onto that cast. No longer banned.
Get the payload on its way.
Dusting off.
Lots of damage onto Odin here. They're trying to push into him. Good charge here from Robodona. Doesn't have any bubbles though. Has to play a little safer. Moo does pop that Valkyrie. It's in the sky, looking for Koopa Queen. This could be the kill of the century if she finds it. Not able to quite find it, and MJL going to fall to Drona Fried. Carroll is pushing the card in the meantime, though. Going to be Justice raiding from above from Koopa Queen, able to find Robodona. Now Carroll in a difficult spot. Koopa Queen does find Klein Saucer as well. Moo trying to make her way out. So is Unseen Wolf, and neither of them are able to do so. Team kill from UW-Stout. Moo onto that Juno now, no longer banned as well.
We can't move until the payload.
Thanks for the upgrade.
And Jail taking a lot of damage there, trying to take sky positioning, not able to do so, has to back out. Going to be the lift here from our opposing Sigma. MJL does dupe the Sigma here. Klein Saucer does fall. It's a big sleep, though, on a Drona Fried. Able to find the kill. Unseen Wolf is the ultimate victor there. Powering up Robodona here amidst the purple. The pause does come out. Should have waited to the end of the fight, though. DC from the Farah. Let's go ahead and head back to the desk while we talk about this. Carroll, you need to eat more Chinese. I would eat more Chinese food. I think it does improve my performance. For real, for real. Looks like we might be good here, folks. Things might be falling back into place. Let's see how this pause ends. Looks like we're heading back in, folks. I'll go ahead and send us back over. His pause is counting down. Robodonut is asleep. Unseen Wolf has used the nano on him. Unseen Wolf taking a lot of rocket damage here, though. Healing it back up. Opponents are backing up. Going to be a Kitsune Rush to go ahead and initiate back in. Koopa Queen taking a lot of damage from Juno. The deflect going to go ahead and kill Robodonut here. Fine, looking for Koopa Queen, does find him, or him, or them, or her. I apologize, I don't know. MJL gonna fall as well. Unseen Wolf falls, Klein Saucer falls. They still have another fight here. Robodonut needs to make sure that he does not push in. He is the lone wolf alive right now.
Primary objective. Move the payload.
They need one fight to go ahead and take this objective back over. Klein Saucer onto the Reaper here, not MJL on the Reaper. Graviton Surge available for Robodonut here. Gonna get rocked here. Didn't have the bubble to go ahead and build up charge off of it. Gonna be speed rate to go ahead and make the initiation a little better here. Frostbite and Nano are healing each other up, and that Graviton Surge ends up doing nothing. Gonna be a Nano out for Nano the Mercy onto the Dragon Blading Genji. And it's not going to be enough for Carroll here on this fight. They're going to get one more fight here. They don't have the Lucio to touch. They're going to switch over to Kiriko to try to make it happen here on the point.
We're running out of time. Keep attacking. That feels better.
Thanks. We can't move until the payload moves.
15 seconds. Carroll needs to find a touch here.
10 seconds.
Going to go around the long way. I don't know if they're going to have time. They might get this touch from the Echo here. They get it. Going to be a Gravitic Flux here. Yeah, University loses 2 to ultimates, loses 3. Carroll in a dangerous spot here. They need to win this fight. They need to stagger here until they get the rest of their team back. But at the end of the day, it's not going to be enough. The overtime is going to kick down, and unfortunately, Kings Row is going to go to our opponents, UW-Stout. Let's go ahead and see your play of the game here on this map.
Play of the game.
It's going to be Drona Fried on the Genji.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Big Dragon Blade here. Very fast from the use of the Kitsune Rush as well. Carroll University still not matching that pressure they were putting on that first map. Now instead of struggling to the dive, they're still struggling a little bit to the dive because of the Genji. The Genji is giving them a little bit of trouble. But they're also struggling to the poke from the Farah. They're used to playing the Farah, not countering the Farah. I'd really like to see Klein stay on that. What is it called? Cassidy, so that he can go ahead and hinder when he needs to on the Genji, and he can also pump shots into the Farah in the sky. He has the ability to really counter both of those heroes here, and that's where they were having the majority of the problem. I think the switch over to Sigma for our opponents was very good. They were really able to just sort of sit back and poke with the rockets, sit back and poke with the primary fire from the Sigma, whilst their Genji was able to sort of get in, get some damage, get out. Carroll University still struggling here, but we are going to be heading to New Junk City. New Junk City. Ball. Going to be the ban here for Carroll University. No ball. No wrecking ball. No hamster. No hamster. No hamster. Let's see what our opponents ban. Excuse me, folks. It's been a long day. It's been a long week. Honestly, today wasn't that long, but the week has just been piling up and just, it's been a lot. Sheesh. They're roasting people in the chat. Still waiting for a ban from the Blue Devils here. Let's see what they pick. Gonna be a cast ban here. Another cast ban. Guys, my hair is getting mighty long. I need a haircut. I haven't cut my hair all semester. All year, actually. New Junk City, the map here. Let's go ahead and see what Carroll University does if they're able to even up this map here. Or they even up this score here on this map, I should say. We are headed in here, folks. Let's see what Carroll University does here on what could very well be the final map if they're not able to clinch it here on New Junk City. Let's see what Carroll University can do.
Traveling to New Junk City. Initiating match.
Here we go, folks. RoboDonut threatening to play that Doomfist. He might do it. He might do it here, folks. I'm not sure.
So many different languages. I have decided to learn them all.
Kleinsaucer on that Torbjorn. MJL on that Reaper.
Forget regulations.
Juno
After
and
this
Kiriko.
mission, I'm throwing a party.
Odin on the Ramatra here. Gonna be Koopa Queen on the Symmetra, then Drona on the Mei, and then Frostbite and Nano on the Kiriko and Lucio.
Trouble's here. Oh, hey there.
They're fighting here on the first point. Gonna be a switch over to Ramatra for RoboDonut. They're gonna go ahead and fight the brawl here. Fight the good fight. Odin's taking a lot of damage here. Gonna get Suzu'd by his Kiriko. Block coming out. Ultimately going to drop out of the Nemesis form first, just by a second or two. Fighting here in this mid area, but being pushed back, Carroll is. Speaking like Yoda now. Gonna be a Nemesis form once again from RoboDonut. Getting healed up by Kiriko, but Kiriko now the target of Odin. Carroll gonna take the point here, but Moo gonna fall. Gonna get first point capture here. Unseen Wolf gonna fall as well. RoboDonut falling. Kleinsaucer on the point now, trying to make something happen with his fellow DPS MJL. Gonna fall, and that leaves MJL on the point alone. He is gonna fall, and Carroll University does get 26% before they flip the point over to
Greetings.
our opponents. Gonna be a little dance here from Unseen Wolf. fighting again, once again, but Unseen Wolf falls to Nano the Mercy. And Carroll University is now on the back foot. Robodon falling to the absolute shred that is coming from the Symmetra. And Carroll University now on the back foot once again. MJL trying to get out. %65%, there is time for another touch.
Like mending a shadow.
Carroll University with 2 ults here, their opponents with 5. They go through the bottom here. They're going to be a continuing rush as well as the Blizzard. Kleinsasser also is going to pop his ult here, try to find a kill. He's going to be able to find Nano the Mercy. Kuba the Queen going to fall as well. Robodona going to fall on the side of Carroll University. Unseen Wolf is going to fall to the Nemesis form in an even fight here. Carroll looking to try to flip it. They're going to try to find Dronafried. Dronafried is 1 hit away, but it's going to be the annihilation from Odin. Is it going to be enough to go ahead and keep the point here for our opponents? It's going to be an ult here from MJL. He's able to find Frostbite. He's looking for Odin. He presses Q and he does it. Carroll University able to flip the point, and they are still alive here on New Junk City. It's going to be an ult from Unseen Wolf here. He's able to drop the orbital laser to keep the point here for Carroll. It's going to be a wall to try to block things off, but ultimately our opponents are just going to back up a little bit, give a little bit of space over here. They're going to wrap around instead underneath to go ahead and let Carroll University keep the high ground. Robodona going to go ahead and pop that annihilation, able to find Frostbite here, but it's going to be the beaten man on the Mercy. Robodona is going to fall as well. MJL getting mighty low. He's going to fall. Kleinsasser going to fall as well. Unseen Wolf and Mooch now trying to keep this point up for Carroll University, looking for Dronafried here, but taking a lot of damage from those turrets. Moo's going to TP out, overtime ticking down. They need to touch. No, they're going to give it up. Moo falls, and now Unseen Wolf is in a very dangerous spot. He's going to have to get out as fast as he can, as fast as his little Juno legs can take him. Is he going to be able to make it out? He finds the turret. He's stuck, but nobody's able to kill him. They are going to find him, and now he is mighty staggered here. They're going to go over to the point and try to get ready for it without their second healer. Flashpoint unlocking in 10 seconds here. Our opponents do have control of the point. A lot of damage coming out from Kleinsasser here. He's trying to poke out our opponents, trying to also find those turrets in the meantime. Flashpoint is going to unlock. Able to find Koopa Queen with the Nemesis form. Odin getting mighty low, but so is Robodonut. Move over to the Ana here. Purple Ana Odin. And slept. Kleinsasser goes ahead and drops the ult. Blizzard is going to come out as well. It's going to deal a lot of damage now. The Mercy is going to be able to find MJL here. It's going to probably be a kill on a Robodon, and I was correct. Kleinsasser backing out. The point is still in favor of our opponents. They were able to get a good 40%, and Carroll University had to blow a couple of ults there. They weren't able to get any percentage. 50% on the clock here. They are able to find Koopa Queen, but Unseen Wolf is going to fall in the meantime. Annihilation is being popped here. They are able to defend Moo. There's no healing left for Carroll University. 5% left, and Carroll University is not going to be able to touch this point. It is Kleinsasser on the point. I spoke too soon. Both DPS are trying to fight for this point as the rest of UW-Stout was up fighting. But it's not going to be enough. Carroll University going to drop the second point here on New Junk City. They're 1 point away from an unfortunate loss, and they need to make something happen here now, or they are going to find themselves 3-5 this season, and that is not something they want.
Greetings. Hello. Greetings.
Flashpoint unlocking here. Farah is blocked off. Kleinsasser in a dangerous spot, gonna fall to Drona Fried. Carroll already on the back foot in this point. They're going to go ahead and pop the Kitsune Rush. Go ahead and push into Carroll. Robodon able to find Frostbite. Moo going to go ahead and pop the Nano, but it's not going to be enough. Klein Saucer coming back to point here. Unseen Wolf trying to back his way out. Moo's going to go ahead and fall and just let the waves of the game take her away. Carroll University now 55% away from an unfortunate loss. They're looking to try to at least take a point here off of their opponents. They need to make something happen here now, and they need and want it as much as they could possibly be feeling. Klein Saucer in the air here trying to lay down some ground fire. Purple onto Dronafried. Going to go ahead and cleanse that with the Ice Block. Odin going into Nemesis form along with Robodonut. Satellite Spectre coming out. Klein Saucer drops the ult, but he's going to fall. Nano on the Mercy is going to fall as well. Annihilation being dropped. Odin is going to fall, but the wall is out, going to make things difficult. Robodonut taking a lot of damage, but MJL finds two. Carroll University still hanging on here. Going to go ahead and flip over the point at 96%.
Sit down. Greetings.
Still on this point here. They've pushed up a little bit, but they're still just holding the point here, trying to make sure that they have the space here. If they lose this fight, it is over for them. They need to make sure that they win the fight at all costs. Klein Saucer going to fall. Beat here to push them in. Annihilation from Odin into the backline. Moo and MJL getting mighty low. Moo gonna fall here. So is Robodon, and so is Unseen Wolf. Carroll University is gonna try to fall as quickly as possible so they can get back, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. And Carroll University is gonna unfortunately lose this game as the overtime ticks down, and Carroll University finds themselves 3-5 this season. It was a well-fought battle from Carroll University, but at the end of the day, it just wasn't enough. It's gonna be Odin with the play of the game here. Play of the game. Odin right at the end here. Let's go ahead and head back to the deck so I can sign off with you here. Carroll University, unfortunately, going to lose today's match, but it was a well-fought battle. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Carroll University should be back next Tuesday. I appreciate you joining me, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.